Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel. Your host Superman in the house, and a big welcome to Superman Crypto as well. Multicasting the streaming to two channels, and of course over 9,600 subscribers. Big thanks to everybody. I said I was going to change out the layout a little bit for the intro, so welcome to Big Superman in the house. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Let's get into the comments and see who else is around. Quite a few people. We've got Lies Beneath in the house. Hey, good to see you, Lies Beneath. Very good, of course. Always a cup half full kind of guy. And of course, we've got we're still in winter, the back end of winter. How many we've got? Officially, was it about 10 days or something left of winter, which is slowly been going through. Yeah, talk about global boiling. It's been raining non-stop and cold. So there we are. That's how it rock and rolls. So yeah, I did note was it the Antarctic had the coldest day recorded day since 2020, was it 2017? I think it was. So pretty hilarious there with the old global boiling. We got Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLS6 for the win, and don't forget the incentive tokens. Sweet, the RH tokens. I got a poll in the chats on both Hex Token and Superman Crypto. The question is, what are you buying the most at the moment? So what are you buying the most of at the moment? RH tokens, popular PRC20s, obviously things like PDI and, of course, LIDO and stuff like that. Meme coins or project tokens. Let me know in the chat which ones you like there that you're buying. I've got that poll up on Superman Crypto as well. We'll check out that stuff later on. Now, who else is there? We've got Jerry Smith. Jerry Smith by EHEX is Jerry Smith. Woo! That's right. That is the Genesis, the original classic, as we say, from Richard Hart. In 12 to 24 months, you will not regret it. I think you're right there, Jerry. I agree with you 100%. We've got Archie in the house. All good to see Archie. Archie's absolutely crushing it in our Discord. Really amazing. Appreciate all the work. And speaking of crushing it, Brian there is the onboard master. And, of course, if you haven't used his referral code for Coast, you're on-ramping US dollars to CST stable, definitely look at using Brian's referral link. He's going to post that in the chat, so definitely do check that out. What else? I think he was ranked at number 3. He's trying to head towards the number 2 behind Crypto Coffee, the big influencer in the Pulsechain Hex space. We've got Tox Hedgehog as well. Big shout out to you. Wookie's in the house there. Project Wookie on the case. Nice one there, Wookie. Wookie is our frontline reporter out on the street. And we appreciate that, Wookie. Keep up the great work. We got Lel Ho as well. Yo, what's up? Good to see you, Lel. And of course, Sandy Beach there. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see Sandy Beach as always. And good news about Scooby-Doo for the time being. Lel says, I tripled my bags with an early Atropa buy. Well done there, Lel. Well played indeed. And of course, we've got Zen in the house as well. Zen Pepe. Yeah, I saw X Pepe. I've added it to my Zen collection there. I know they're going to get airdropped a token coming up, so that's going to be interesting. Lel's in the house there. Woohoo! Good to see you. And, of course, Brian. Thanks, Box. You rock. Yeah, you're welcome there, Brian. And, yeah, if you're wanting to on-ramp, if you're in the United States, the UK, Canada, or Australia at the moment, you can directly bring fiat onto Pulsechain via the Coast on-ramp there. And, of course, there's the link to Brian's referral. You get 5,000 weight tokens. And Brian gets 5,000 weight tokens as well. It's a win-win. We like win-wins on this channel. And, of course, that is going to be amazing to watch Coast on board potentially millions and millions, if not tens of millions, if not more dollars over the time ahead. So we're looking for big upgrades too in September for Coast. At the moment, they've got wire transfers and ACH. Wires are much faster, of course, with the little fee on the front end. But then we're looking at direct debit and credit cards as well. Credit cards as well. So it's going to be really cool to have 4 payment methods on there. That'll be pretty neat. TYRH, yeah, TYRH is doing it as well. I've got that in the title. Title of today's video is Pulsechain News Mintra NFT Marketplace Update. We've got a nice strong update from Mintra, and of course Gerardo, the big influencer in the space there, is back streaming, which is great. Our LIDO, of course, price has rocketed. Obviously, we've seen a lot of popular PRC 20s, which ERC 20 copies. Some of them have been getting pumped, and LIDO had its day in the sun overnight. So that got rocked with tons of liquidity coming in. Then, of course, we've got TYRH pushes higher as well. The TYRH DeFi game is getting bigger and bigger. And, of course, we had the marketplace release yesterday. We're looking forward to Looking forward to version 4 as well coming out, which is apparently bigger than ever. So looking forward to that. Brady Wells in the house there. Hey, Superman, only third time workers lined up for a live stream. TYRH tokens for the big win. Boy, a nice one, Brady. Appreciate that. Great that you can make it too. Sometimes it's cool when it lines up, things line up. So it's nice. Wake Dog says you're writing this token down to 0, says Wake Dog. This ecosystem has collapsed, bro. Assets that fall 99% are not assets. They're a way to ruin yourself. Well, we're in a bear market and we had the SEC event. So accumulating in this time is the best time there, Wake Dog. So 2 perspectives on that one. Christian's in the house as well. Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Mecca, as well. And Wake Dog says NFTs, they died too. I don't know. Pulsechain's growing every day, mate. I'm not sure what statistics you're looking at. Maybe you should keep watching Hex Token channel and you will see the real one. All right. No drama in the channel, by the way, Wake Dog. Just remember that. Next drama comment will be out. DCA for the win, says Sandy Beach. Absolutely. Cool. Let's get into it, folks. Let's jump over to the main channel. Let's do that. And bam. All right, we got BTC at the moment is down $26,188, but it's having a bit of a green day at the moment, but pretty much holding where it dropped to, $26,189, and we're up, 0.4% there on that. BTC as well, 1674 is up 0.6%, sorry, and of course that's just holding at the moment. What else we got? BNB is up 0.5% at $217. XRP is also up 3% at 52 cents. What else we got going there? We've got Solana is up 2.5%. Not doing too bad there. Ton seems to be the outperformer there, 5.5% up to $1.35. HBAR is up 10%, 6.5 cents as well. So we have got a few little movements there. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much in the middle zone, isn't it? Pretty much in the middle zone. All right, let's jump over to the Pulsechain then. That is the crypto market generally. Now we've got Pulse at the moment at quadruple 0449. So remember that. Quadruple 0459. And of course, what else? We got up 0.5% maybe. 46% of the sacrifice price is Pulse. Let's have a look at the Pulse chart at the moment. Kind of just drifting sideways for the last week. You can see for the last week candles here, which has pretty much been in this zone around the quadruple 04617 mark. So it's been about a week on the old time frame there, sitting around this range. So kind of holding that. We didn't go down with Bitcoin, which was pretty interesting. Quite a few people made comments about that. So that's kind of a bullish sign as well. We've got all our big protocols have held off launching and certainly taking good time to let the SEC event, the Black Swan event, which came upon a Pulsechain to play itself out. You know, in crypto, people really start to forget after a while. And so maybe another 6 weeks or so, things will start to calm down. And we see that even with the Bitcoin pull down, which we should have dropped with it, we managed to hold this price around quadruple 04600 with all our big protocols yet to launch. So it's pretty cool. Jumping over to the Pulsex at the moment, we've got Pulsex at quadruple 014. And of course, one Pulse will get you 3.28 Pulsex at the moment. So quadruple 014. So 14% of the sacrifice price at the moment. So super big deal for me. Pulsex seems like a really good one to accumulate. Obviously, you're looking for the pivot. We do have all the big protocols coming, and single-sided staking is still on the horizon. And so we'll see how we go with that. That's up 0.6%. We'll probably see that pivot versus Pulse as well, not just in absolute terms on the rise. Now, the burn has been amazing. And, of course, if you guys know K for K, he loves the buy and burn. I don't know. It's a bit like the battle between Brazology and myself about who loves, well, I call it the battle between Brazology and myself. Maybe other people involved. But anyway, we're going to talk about that. Is that the buy and burn is so powerful, and it's just slowly sneaking up on people. 1.77% of the public supply of Pulsex is being bought and burnt so far. So pretty amazing. 367 billion Pulsex there has been burnt. Isn't that incredible? 1.77%. That's significant, man. It's getting up there. And of course, we're looking forward to that as well. Now, I don't really care what project comes on the Pulsechain. Obviously, I don't like outright scams. Obviously, none of us do. But for the general part, we've got all these different categories of projects coming to Pulsechain, whether GameFi or memes or RH tokens or whatever they are. They're all buying and burning Pulsex with the trade. So I'm very open-minded about it. If a community can put a new project on and survive, then good on them. Good on them, and wish them the best. But of course, that is all adding to the buy and burn. So we love that as well. So 1.77% buy and burn, pretty good. And we managed to not have a decrease today. We're up about 0.6%, which is pretty good. So we've got nice little, very, very tiny little modest green candles there. Now, obviously, also very similarly, Pulsechain for the last week has pretty much been around the same price for a whole week there, around 1,400. So we're trying to defend that line. That's kind of where we're at the moment. And of course, we've got these angles of resistance here. See these dash lines. Want to break through those as well. So that will be a good sign, breaking through those on Pulse and the Pulsechain. All right, so you can already see on Pulse, we're kind of slightly breaking through that anyway on that angular resistance there. So that's slightly positive there to the upside. That moves us on in incentive token, $1.75, down 3% at the moment. The ratio is down to 38,200. That is on the incentive. There are now 8.5 million incentive tokens emitted from the farms from Pulsechain, and the burn there is 36,000. That burn has been added on by a third-party project, which is TYRH, and of course it's burnt 0.425% of the incentive tokens. That keeps going up all the time. That percentage keeps going up all the time. So this is doing really well. Look at that. So that is being burned of the incentive tokens. Just shows to show you that third-party protocols can play a big role as well in terms of the Richard Hart tokens. So looking forward to that. And we know that a lot of protocols are utilizing Richard Hart tokens as well for activity and also helping to burn, buy and burn Pulsechain and things like that. So it's kind of cool like that. And the big ones have yet to launch. So let's have a look at the ratio there. That's the price at the moment, $1.75. Let's have a look at the ratio here. This is 38,179. So just continue to shed a little bit every day. No surprises there. And of course, we're still waiting for single side staking pools to come into play. So that is where we're out there at the moment. It brings us on into Hex. P-Hex there at just under 0.8 of a penny, 0.0792. And of course, E-Hex there is at 0.4 of a penny. One P-Hex will get you 172 pulse at the moment. And one P-Hex will get you 1.99 E-Hex. So that's actually got a bit stronger versus E-Hex today. No, it's got a bit weaker versus E-Hex today. And a bit weaker versus Pulse is P-Hex, down 1.4%. But I think that's a pretty good pickup. Hex at the moment, combined P-Hex and E-Hex is at 1.19 cents, so basically 1.2 cents. And that's looking pretty good for a DCA. Like I say, that can turn around. That price can turn around pretty quickly in the future. So there we are. That's going on there with the PX. Let's have a look at EX. This is PX, sorry. So this is 0.8 of a penny. You can see we've pretty much been around this zone for about a week as well. So you can see this week format. This over the last week, we've kind of got this some kind of bottom inverted quotes. So let's see if we can hold on to this over the last week after the traumatic event of the SEC and start to build back from here. People in cryptos, a couple of weeks in cryptos a long time, and 6 to 8 weeks is a very long time. So we're watching to see the chain slowly creep up. The chain's immutable. The chain is fully decentralized, and the chain's, all the codes are mutable. So it just ticks along regardless of any nation state or this or that. So that's pretty much it. All government agency, let me put it that way. So that's kind of the play there. Let's go to the validators. Validators tick over here, and we're up to 39,189 validators. Like I say, Pulsechain is fully decentralized. Look at it around the world. You've got, the United States. You've got Canada. You've got Latin America. You've got Europe. You have got one in Africa. We'd like to see a couple more pop up in Africa. We've got one in Africa there. Asia, of course, has got them as well. And Australasia, of course, has also got validators as well. So we are truly global as well. And maybe we'll get one in the Arctic and the Antarctic. Maybe we'll get one in there as well. Maybe it's Scott-based. They'll be validating for Pulsechain. How about that? That'll be pretty cool. Hopefully they'll have reliability there. Maybe with the Starlink, maybe that's enough. We'll see. That is kind of cool. Looking at the gas prices at the moment, we're super cheap compared to Pulsechain. We are the first full system state copy of Pulsechain. Of Ethereum. And of course, that gives us some bragging rights as well. 1 cent for a Pulsechain swap at the moment. 0.0009. So less than 1/10 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 0.3 of a penny for a Pulse PRC20 transfer at the moment. We're 453 times cheaper than Ethereum and 276 times cheaper than Bitcoin. and we're still in a bear market, right? So there we are. We were in the gray zone. We've moved to the downside with the Bitcoin. So as we saw, Bitcoin at 26,200. So we never managed to get our mini bull run, which we were hoping, fingers crossed, for at this stage. So really need to get back up to that 33, 34K. Never did it. So there we are. That is that. So, but Pulsechain has all the opportunities in the world. Super cheap, super fast, and we've got all of the big protocols yet to launch, which is kind of cool. That is that on the Richard Hart tokens. Get into the poll, of course, fill out the poll and get onto that. What are you buying the most at the moment? RH tokens, Popular PRC20s, meme coins, or project tokens? So get in there, the poll. If you're on Superman Crypto or Hex Token channel, fill it out. Now let's get into some of the comments before we go into the top ERC20s and PRC20s. We're going to get into some of the comments as well, so I can catch up here. So let's do that. Bam. And what do we got going on here? Let's go back up here. We got up to there. DCA for the win, 100%. Wake Dog says the truth hurts. Hey, look, if you're going to cause drama, you can bounce yourself up. No feeling hurts. I just killed it, says Lal. Yeah, people are going to be accumulating the first 3 to 6 months. We expected that to be the case, and with the SEC event, it's just made it a lot better to do, a lot easier to do. Most of the retail book can get it. We're getting prices down here that the whales got during the sacrifice. So you needed millions of dollars to be able to get the prices that you're going to hear at the moment. The retail book has had a field day with that being able to accumulate the best stuff of Richard Hart. So it's turned out pretty good for the people in the retail, or the smaller players, because they've been able to accumulate at a very good price. Getting hit with a wrench hurt also, just saying, says Brian. That's true. Hexforce 1 in the house as well. I was able to pick up 19 T-shares with my earlier OFire price. Nice one, Hexforce 1. You played that perfectly from the sounds of it. And I know that OFire is actually on the move back up. Brandon says, have doubled my sack bags in the last week. Such a good opportunity before all these protocols launch on Pulsechain. Absolutely, Brennan. 100% on that. What else we got going? TYRH, Acapello says, TYRH just at 5 billion PulseX burn today. That's amazing. Yeah, that's incredible how much burn that's going through TYRH. I headed to the coast tomorrow. I'll post pictures in Discord too. Yay. Hey, hashtag jealous, Sandy. Hashtag jealous. Sandy goes going to the beach again. I love it. Well, it makes sense, Sandy Beach, going to the beach, you know. That's just the way it rolls. Lau says, wow, TRH is burning bags. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got a lot of burning going on, folks. There's so much burning, and we're in this early zone. Imagine that the supply is shrinking in the public hands, and the retail book's getting to pick up a lot of volume at much lower prices than ever anticipated, and it's pretty cool, right? So good luck with that. And Andre Ricardo says, holding PDI until the first USD. Absolutely. And we also are in a bear market, right? Bitcoin failed to do our mini bull run, and so we're still in a bear market, right? So accumulate. Nothing's really changed with the strategy there. Sure, the downside's been stronger than we expected, especially with the ECC, but the opportunities have been even bigger for accumulating. So that's kind of cool. Hold PDI until $1, says Andre. Yeah, we've been watching that. I might do a video on that as well. I have some content for that. So I'm thinking about it. So let's see. Got to get into that. TYRH is where it's at these days, says Tom Boss. Yes, certainly very, very good GameFi. And it's going to be a bit of competition for the top GameFi protocol. I put out a tweet yesterday, I think it was, and listed at least 8 or 9 GameFis. 6 of them are already on the on Pulsechain that are of significance, like PDrip and things, Pulsetrip and stuff like that. Kristen says, yes, sir, B. Yes, sir. George Takeo says, I have tripled my bag size in all the Richard Hart coins. So there we are. So that's the substantiator, right? The retail players have been able to pick up so much more volume, which is kind of cool, right? Because we know we're still in a bear market, and when the bull market comes on, man, you guys been in a bull market, then it's going to be really, really amazing. Smash the like button. If you hate it, smash the like button. 2 times. Yeah, that's right, Fido. That's how we rock and roll. What else there? Let's go. Lal says, I'm waiting for slightly better prices before I buy back in the PDI and Tropa, says Lal. Yeah, well, we thought over the weekend we'll see how PDI gets on, and when we get up to it, we're going to talk about it now. So, yeah. Sandy Beach says, yes, Hex Token, please do a video on PDI. I'm a little behind on it, says Sandy Beach. Yeah. I'll look at that. I just got to make sure the content stacks up. But yeah, I've seen some good posts lately on it. Hello, everyone. HODL is key. Lucky if you still have dry powder, says Ref 10. That's true too. Some people don't have dry powder to pick up the opportunities, but once again, just bide your time. HODL is the way to go. Wait for the bull market to come, and all the big protocols that are launching on Pulsechain. Elias is back from vacation. Crypto paying for my retirement. Nice one, Elias. That's how you rock and roll. All right, let's get into it, folks. So here we are with the top PRC20s. Remember that Pulsechain was the first full system state copy of Ethereum, and it copied assets on Ethereum based on the 10th of May at 10:36 UTC time. So if you had assets at the time, you'd have them on Pulsechain, and we're going to have a look at some of the top ones getting priced up. We're obviously in mad price discovery in the first 3 to 6 months in particular, and here we are entering, entering month 4. So yeah, what's the current day? Let me just double check. Current day is day 99. So we're about to start day 100. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. 100. I'm gonna have to do a special video tomorrow, right? I got to remember that it's 100 days. So 99 today. We're just finishing it up right now. So kind of cool. What else we got going? We've got LIDO was the big performer, right? So LIDO absolutely price rocketed, right? Look at this thing. It was up 2,000%, over 2,000% earlier. It's up 1,389%. It's got relatively small liquidity, but not baby. But it's 23K in liquidity at the moment. You can see it's just had a bit of a sell-off here just before the live stream. This is the hourly chart, by the way. So you can see the hourly there. If we go to the 15-minute, you can see the little play there. We've seen this a lot with the PRC20s. We had all this volume just suddenly come in. Look at that. Just suddenly come in and spiked the price up from where we were pretty much around quarter of a penny, and it spiked it all the way up to close to 4.5 cents. Look at that. What amazing gains there. If you were lucky enough, maybe some people have been accumulating all these tokens just in the case they popped, and they have popped, all right. That's up 2,700, maybe 2,800% in only hours. Like you're talking 6.5 hours there to the top. It's come back at the moment, but it's still up 1,386% in almost 11 hours here at the moment on the old LIDO. So LDO. Pretty good there. Small liquidity, 24K, so easily moved, but still you still need to apply liquidity to it even then. And Floki is the next one. Floki as well. I know people that have been accumulating these when they were worth nothing, speculating on this. The events like this would happen. This one here's had a lot more volatility in it though. Look at this, very different pattern chart on here, unlike LIDO, which hadn't really been moved much before. This one's been up and down all the time. So there we are. We had some volume coming here. It popped from 60727 to 501253, and went as high as 501700, which is what in terms of a pop. Let's take it from here, which is pretty much, this is on the daily chart, by the way, is 131%. So a lot more modest than the LIDO, but still pretty impressive in a day chart. If we go to the hourly chart, you can see how that sort of spiked up there. It went up for a couple of hours. Just profits coming in now. So, kind of a dangerous chart to get into. Very speculative as well. But liquidity is super small, only 1.9K. So just virtually nothing on that. So just remember that liquidity really matters. I'm just doing it by percentages. But those were the top movers. ApeCoin also has 12K liquidity, up 33%. Let's have a quick look at that because we haven't really talked about ApeCoin as well. But that is ApeCoin on the hourly. And you can see there's a couple of volume candles in here that have pumped that chart up, and it still seems to be up at the moment. So that's pretty interesting. We had another pump back here. So if we take it from the bottom, let's have a look where we are. So we're up 91% in 3 days and 8 hours. But liquidity is pretty small, 12K. It's a real retail play, but that's pretty much it. Now, the talk of the town, of course, has been DAI, and that's at number 4 at the moment on my list. This is my list of tip tier ERC20s, PRC20s. So it's got quite a few on there. I think probably the most popular ones to get priced up. But let's have a look by liquidity now. We're going to switch over to liquidity, and we're going to look at Wrap Bitcoin. Managed to make a bit of recovery now, and that is up. It's got 200K in liquidity, so now we're getting into stuff that's got more liquidity. That's up at $50 at the moment, and of course that has had some interesting play. Now it's been we're way down here, $18, but on the move really we're at 25 where we started, and we got all the way up to 238 a day ago, and then of course or 2 days ago, and now we're currently up 97% at $50. So yeah, it's trying to make a bit of a play. Obviously we've had a bit of a history at the Wrap Bitcoin. We had some farms and stuff like that on Pulsex, but since we've got no farms, It's now been moving up from $25 up to 86, now at 49. So we're going to probably get some continued movement in the wrap Bitcoin, obviously with the big brand name and all that. But remember, it's not actually backed by wrap Bitcoin. That's really a shared narrative on this one. So we'll be seeing how that plays out. That's a wrap Bitcoin. Obviously, Tropa, there 5.1 million is the top one. And of course, we've got Tropa there, is at half a penny at the moment. Oh, it's going to sneeze, but try not to sneeze here. So half a penny and 0052. And you can see that chart is just chilling at the moment. We'll see what it does. But yeah, so far it's slightly got higher, lower highs, but it's got slightly higher lows here as well on the 4 hourly. We'll continue to watch this one as well. That is a Tropa, the one that everyone's been talking about. Let's go to DAI though. DAI has got 167k in liquidity, and it's number 3 there. It's up 32%. So PDAI is still managing to put out a few things. You see a lot of angles on this chart, trying to get a sense of where this thing's going. And it really is taking its time to do something. We've got a number of keeps breaching higher highs. So we have got this is the 1 hour chart. If we go to the 4 hourly, it's probably a bit easier to see. That's the 4 hourly chart. That's kind of the trader's view. You can see how the charts look. See, we've had 1 wave, 2 waves, and we've had that third wave. So we have 3 waves. Are we going to get a 4th wave? It hasn't broken out quite yet, but it does look a bit more promising in this move at the moment. So that's where it's heading at the moment. But definitely on the downside, we would like to see a nice green candle push out up through the top here. So still a little bit more positive, but still a little bit indecision there as well. We have got these lines breached. So this line here has been breached. So I'm going to delete that because that's actually making it a stronger chart. And of course, this line here has been breached as well, but it's managed to go back under it. So it's gone back under that resistance and made a new little bull flag here. If you want to see it, it's got a bit of a bull flag here. One thing, but the pennant has pretty much. I know the pennant in my view is kind of broken. So we'll wait to see that. But at the moment, that is where we're up there. So I'm going to delete and all that. This line here is the 1/10 of a penny chart. We keep fighting around this chart, and I still think it looks like it's more likely to go up, break out to the upside at the moment. Maybe we'll get that 4th wave, but still a little bit of indecision here. We're currently sitting around 0.0098. That is on PDAI. Yeah, still looking on the positive side. Maybe we'll get that 4th wave, and of course, you know what that means. If we do, that means it potentially brings into the 1 penny line, which is all the way up here. So it's 1 penny. That would be the target that it would psychologically try to go for. We'll see how we get on there. We do need a breakout to the upside here, and we'll see how we get on. We've certainly got some higher lows on the 4 hourly, but still battling in this zone. So we'll see the sort of bull flag plays out. I think Brenda's in the chat. Let me know what you think as well. Oh, am I not showing the chart? Oh, let me switch over the chart. Sorry about that. My bad. All right, so there is the chart there. And that is the bull flag there on PDAI. Let me pull that in. A good thing I remember to look over. That is the chart there on PDAI, and you can see we've had that 1st wave, 2nd wave, 3rd wave, and we've got this bit of a bull flag going on here. It didn't quite still on Sunday here in Kiwi time. We haven't got to Sunday on US time, so maybe on Sunday it will break out to the upside US time, and we've kind of got this bull flag. I've deleted a lot of the other lines, yeah, let's see how we get on. Certainly trying to stay along this line of 1/10 of a penny. If it weakens, Sundays typically can be a sell-off time. So we'll see whether it can actually push higher here and go for the 4th wave all the way up to 1 penny. 1 penny. Let me just say that's the 1 penny target. See if we can get up there. If it does break out to the upside, bam. All right. It managed to get to 1/10 of a penny. Can it get to 1 cent? We will see. Sorry about that with the old chart there. I'm trying to do my best not to do that. I got my new format, so that's how we rock and roll. You jump back up the top here. Let me see here. Oh man, it's been a while since I had my screen like that. I do apologize. We'll get up to that. Hi, Astri in house. Good to see Astri. Welcome. Tintop as well. Welcome, what's up, Hexkins? Good to see Tintop too. Who else has jumped in here? Lau, the best thing about PDI is it's not a stable coin. I hope it doesn't peg. Yeah, that's true. That's not a stable coin. Hex Token, we don't see the chart. You've got all through that. Sorry about that again. Gary Tennant says, I'm imagining these charts in my head. That's funny, man. I like that. That's a really good comment. What else there? We'll jump through some of that. Brian says, is this the new format? Yeah, no, this is the new format. That's my new intro format. But this is my chart format. I just got to remember to get used to transferring. That's what happens when you do a new format. You forget about the fact that you're supposed to switch over to the other chart. That's hilarious. We got Ramon as well. What's up, family? Good to see Ramon. Let me just jump through that. Pulse Nation says Pulse Bezos. Absolutely. Let's go. What else? Let's jump through all that. Yeah, if you want to join our Discord is here. If you're on Superman Crypto in particular, or Hex Token, jump into our Discord. That's for sure. Looks like I didn't have the chart showing for quite a bit of time there. The charts are showing now. Thank goodness for that, eh? All right. Wookie is dead, says the Wookie. I have no idea what that means, Wookie. Wookie doesn't think much before he writes these comments. Come on, Wookie. You can do better. All right, we're at 0009877. That is the price on DAI. So that's kind of our leaders there. Pepe, the meme coin, is doing not too bad as well. That's at 1328. So that's just in the accumulation zone there. Obviously, if Pulse moves up to the right side, Pepe is likely to do very well. Plus the 9-inch Dex is it's going to be one of the ones to be sought after. So I don't think there's much time for those as well. And then, yeah, those are some on the ship also in a similar category. So we're watching those. So those are the top PRC 20s. Let's jump over to the meme coins, which 9-inch will be benefiting. We have seen a bit of a move on the 9-inch meme coins. Where the ETH go is up 11%. Now I've got this by liquidity rather than percentages. 75k liquidity, and where the ETH goes, it's the top one in my little meme list here. And you can see we got a little bit of a price increase the last 2 days. So it's got kind of good there, up at around 50 cents for where the ETH goes. So it's kind of cool. Dodge is up 20%. That's not one of the meme coins. It's Jeff Gadakis' Dodge, but that's been doing pretty good too. You can see the last week it's been going up and up and up. So well done to that for the Dodge. And Paul Pleb, another 9-inch meme coin, 33k liquidity, and that's had a nice little pump there. And you guys know I've been calling this out as the fact that it's really down. Seems like it's down near the bottom for me. Obviously not financial advice, but when 9-inch comes, it's going to get the BBC token. And don't forget the $10,000 prize contest at the moment for a BBC logo that's been given away from 9-inch. So you can go compete for that if you want to. $10,000, that would be pretty cool. And we've got Pulse Dodge as well. Pulse Dodge there is pretty flat today, but Pulse Dodge is another one that's going to get a single-sided staking pool with a BBC token as well. So there's 3 of those there. Where the ETH go, a Paul Pleb and a Pulse Dodge PLD. Those are the ones. And a PLD actually looks like, for me, the better one, relatively speaking, given the number of users and holders is quite small. And, of course, the price is still relatively down. So that's kind of a cool play too. Not financial advice, of course, but working for 9-inch. They're trying to align their audits, remember, and get their code up to scratch. So that's pretty much it. Pulsechain. We got our votes. We've got 36 votes in so far on the poll. So get in there. What are you buying the most at the moment? So we'll get in there. We've got RH tokens, popular PRC20s, meme coins, and project tokens. So get in there on the poll. And we've got that on Superman Crypto as well, because we're streaming to 2 channels, over 9,600 subscribers. So get on to that one. We're heading towards 10,000 on the 2 channels. What are you buying the most? Get into it, folks. We've got votes coming on Superman Crypto as well. If you're on Superman Crypto, of course, leave your comments. Get in there, folks, and look forward to that. But the Superman Crypto has been growing quite strongly lately, and it's really cool. Crypto is generally gatekept on YouTube, particularly, obviously, Pulsechain and Hex streamers, I think, are probably pretty heavily gatekept as well. So we have to do extra work to grow, and of course, you guys make it possible. So get out there and support the channels, whatever they may be. All right, what else we got going? Pulsechain projects. We've got the top ones here. We're looking by liquidity up by percentage. We're just going to look percentage first rather than liquidity. We've got water. So this is all TYRH tokens. The water token's up 34%, so that's had a really nice move overnight. So TYRH itself, the main token, is up 17%, which is nice. We've got what else going pretty well. So those are the top two from the GameFi. In fact, we're going to jump over to the GameFi list just to see those TYRH tokens together, and you can see that those two were the top two. Plant didn't do too bad. It's flat. Burn is down 6.5%. Burn probably might be a good pickup one if you want to consider that. That's possible. We've got Holy, of course, and Seed. Those are the two new tokens that look like they're going to be a big deal in V4. And there's not much of them out at the moment, but there will be a much bigger supply when V4 comes out. Holy and Seed, those are pretty much it. And we can see that Drip there. Drip, one of the other GameFis there, has dropped back as well. So look at that. Drip there. If you know Drip on BNB, obviously pretty big community. Team plays GameFi. It is an ROI platform. And of course, look at that. That's the chart at the moment. So it's come down quite a bit there because it's up at $65. Remember that there's a 10% tax on the way in, 10% tax on the way out on the buy and sells. So just remember that if you are speculating. But at the moment, $33. We talked about it back here at the beginning, and because obviously we cover these charts every day, so we're going to get in early, and a lot of people did. So well done to you. All right, what else we got going? That is the GameFi there. So doing pretty well is the old TYRH. And yeah, let's have a look at the token for water quickly. Just look at the percentage. That is the water one there. So nice little comeback there on the daily. Hasn't been around that long, has it? So there we are. And what else is doing well? The TYRH, of course, is at 12.30. Oh, it's at a new all-time high. Just as we're doing this live stream coverage, it is at an all-time high, 1.23 cents. Woo-hoo-hoo! Where's this thing going to stop? And I'm pretty sure that the let's go to TYRH website, TYRH, and have a look at the stake percentage of coins. Now it is through the roof on this thing. So let's have a quick look at that. 87.85% of all TYRH is staked now. And of course, just to sweeten the deal, if you do buy and stake TYRH, it's 55 days. Remember, you do pay a 20% on the way, and I think we're gonna have a look at that in a minute. Actually, I've got a chart. Let's look at this chart. You like this chart? I saw this chart on Twitter. Someone did. Very, very cool chart. So there's a 22% set. So let's read this through. You're wondering why so many people have staked. They get this big airdrop. They're going to either get burn, water, or plant, and you can all basically have a good chance of getting your capital back from the looks of it. If you're lucky enough with the ranges, it does give you a range. We've got a cool chart there. So basically, you start with you start at the beginning here on the left. You swap your PLS into TYRH. Right, so that's what you do. Your 22% goes to buy and burn. Basically, you go burn all the Rector Heart tokens. So Pulsechain, Pulse, Hex, and Incentive Token. And at the moment, it's burning Incentive Token faster. Actually, I'll get to that point in a minute, but it goes to burn Pulse Incentive Token faster than the buy and burn of Pulsechain. So it's pretty amazing. Then, of course, you get the TYRH token in return. And, of course, you can connect to the TYRH DApp and stake your TYRH for 55 days, which is what you do here. So that's what you do. You put your TYRH in there. So if you had 10,000 of those, you put it in, and you're going to stake it for 55 days. Click the stake button. And, of course, look at the ratio. You can get an airdrop here of either burn, water, or plant. All you need those to play the game. But, of course, they actually worth a pretty good value versus your TYRH, particularly if you get something like the water token or something like that, which is really booming at the moment. So anyway, you basically do that. You can play any of these games with the burn, the water, and the plants. Burn, water, or plant. You can play on those. And of course, you can create a bonfire. It's a specialty play that you can do. You burn, your burn will earn 1% daily compounded, which is pretty neat. If you do the water, you can get the Holy token, which is going to probably be used for V4 coming up. And if you put your water in, you can burn. You can earn 4% daily compound on your 80% water tokens. And of course, when you stake over, 20% goes to buy and burn your incentive tokens. Remember that. But you will be earning 4% daily compound over 10 days, which will put you ahead. If you're doing plant game, you will earn the seed potentially, or you'll earn get some trees, and then you're going to be able to earn, be able to play in V4 there with the old TYRH, right? So it'll be pretty cool. Now, obviously, if you extinguish the fire, you claim your tokens. You restake and grow your TYRH bag. You can use the burn earns to buy NFTs. You can use, obviously, burn token as the medium exchange to get NFTs. And, of course, you can boost your water and plant and get more TYRH. And now you can restake and grow your TYRH bag. That's pretty much it. A nice little chart there. And, of course, you can see all the different, all those things actually listed on the menu here, which is pretty cool. So TYRH doing pretty well there at the moment, and the price there all-time high, live on Hex Token and Superman Crypto, pretty cool. So doing pretty well there. The liquidity at 517,002. So it's looking good there on the old liquidity as well. So those are the top performers there. Water, TYRH. Kira is actually having a good day in the office. Pretty small liquidity, 3.5K, but it's up 15K there at the moment. Let's have a quick look at Kira. We haven't talked too much about this one, but Kira there starting to make a little bit of moves here as well. So not bad, but liquidity pretty small. What else there? More token from Trayvon is up 8.6%. That's the next best performer. It's at 14 cents. Have a quick look at that. Trayvon will be pretty happy about that. I know he's doing a few things in this zone for more at 14 cents. And that is the chart there for more, at least on the Pulsechain. Obviously, it's on Ethereum too. And of course, then we've got Pulse Reflections up 6% as well. Then followed by Pulse Kittens. So not bad. And then PHUX, of course, the balancer fork. Now, PHUX is so good with the formula for stable coins. It has a better invariant formula. I think variant formula. Invariant formula, and of course, it gives you a better ratio between stable coins. And then we've got number 9, HOC, Hocus Pocus, coming in at 2.6%, followed number 10 is Time. And then, of course, snuck in at the bottom at number 11 is Ophir, and we talked about that earlier. That is doing pretty well also. So, has been doing pretty well the last couple of 4-hourly periods. This 4-hourly chart. Just tapering off at the moment. I have a feeling that someone's going to pump this at some stage, just like we saw with Texan Token. We saw something, kind of similar to it happen. All right, so that's pretty much it on there. Top liquidity pairs, TYRH, Tetra, of course, 186K. Tetra doing amazing stuff with their pools, and they've got more pools to come. Looking forward to that. Beetroot, of course, 116K. Beetroot is the silent one there. That is actually really underpriced in my view. And look at that thing. I mean, it's... to me, Beetroot's underpriced. I don't know why, but it is. And of course, it's down at 0001282. Privacy Hub and multi-chain, new services coming. I mean, it's a bit surprising. Probably a bit better on the marketing, but you could argue that for quite a few protocols too. Time Token, of course, for internet money. That's ticking away there. Let me know in the chat there if you've been earning nice little divs from that. I know that their users are definitely going up, so check that out as well. Some of the big DeFi protocols, Daytona Finance and P-Share as well, ticking over there too with a lot more volatility. But they're pretty interesting little platforms. P-Share, of course, being a pulse rate, being a fork of Tomb, which is a bit quite a fun little profile, but very very volatile there, and to some degree, particularly recently we've seen. All right, but they do have the daily prize pool at the moment, with the lottery at the moment, which is kind of cool little game. It costs $5 a lottery ticket, by the way. You have to use Prey token. So that's pretty much it from TYRH. Now, obviously, that cool diagram there. Do you guys want that? Let me post that in the chat there if you want to check that out. I know some of you are in TYRH, so check that out as well. Now, before we move on to the Mintra update, which is kind of cool, that is the TYRH diagram. If you want to get a copy of that, let's get back in the chat and catch up on where we're up to. We've got Randy's jumped in here. Hey Randy, good to see Randy. Randy absolutely crushing it around Pulsechain and Hex content. I'm still sitting in stables until mid-September, says Randy. So that is where Randy's at the moment. So obviously we're in August at the moment. Obviously the market going down. So that's probably a pretty good strategy for many. What else there? 9-inch community is strong, says Randy. And Dan says Sir Randy. Wow, with the top adders too. Nice one. Yeah. Wookie says, how does a Wookie get 9-inch? You have to wait for it to launch. You have to buy it when it launches. Yep. The sacrifice is well and truly over. Laos says, what is a good pair to buy? PLS has only $10 liquidity. What token? That's not yet launched, Lel. The what token is the Power City token. That is not yet launched. So you're buying a scam coin if you are looking at that at the moment. Be careful out there. Power City has not yet launched their protocols. They're waiting for the Fetch Oracle, just like Liquid Loans and PulsePot and a few other protocols. What else we got going? Jump through some of those comments. Sandy says, I will be staking my Ophir when I get back from vacay. Nice one there, Sandy. All right, let's move on. We're going to get into the Mintra update. And Mintra at the moment is, this just came out before the live show. Mintra update, a full test system is up. So Mintra obviously is number 5 out of the 6 NFT marketplaces coming to Pulsechain that we're aware of. And of course, this is one of the big sacrifice projects as well. And of course, this also as a big influencer, Gerardo, who's just started streaming again after about a year. And of course, that is the Mintra marketplace. So we're looking forward to this. It is probably the most, so far, I would say it's the most sophisticated one we've seen in terms of development and design. They're certainly taking careful testing seriously, which is pretty cool. Mintra updated, full test system is up and working privately. That's a key word there, privately, on the Pulsechain mainnet. So that's kind of cool to see with new features as well. So looking good there. Some of the new features, trading NFTs with PRC20s, and that's kind of cool. That's going to be very useful, right? Trading NFTs with PRC20s. PRC 1155 marketplace support. And of course, that's cool as well. So remember that you can have 7 PRC 721s NFTs and of course 1155s as well, which is a bit more of a generic kind of a contract, but that is also useful. Improved buy and burn page as well, and improved CDN for handling MP4s. Current gas costs for Mintra methods on mainnet below can probably lower these even more with a few optimizations. So there we are. Approve is 300 PLS, offer 420 PLS, bid 630 PLS, list for sale 1,000 PLS, buy 1,000 PLS, list for auction 2,200 PLS. And of course, you can go practice your mainnet strategy on testnet now on test.mintra.pro, which we've looked at many times. We'll pop it up there just so you guys can see the front end there. And this is looking really cool. I actually have really liked this front end. Really is cool. And you can see the layout is phenomenal. Now, the one thing I have noticed about different NFT marketplaces so far, so we've got Beatbox came out first. It was a very quick up in markets. It's probably dominating the volume quite a bit on the volume. And of course, then we've also had yesterday or 2 days ago, I think we had NFT on Pulse launch. And we've got Hex Toys marketplace is launched, Pulse Market is launched. So we've got these marketplaces up at the moment. And of course, some of them are really amazing. You can also create your own NFT collection and NFTs on there too. I know that some people are doing that, so that's kind of cool. But in terms of refreshing on the user interface, this Mintra seems to be head and shoulders so far. It really is fast. It really is very slick and very impressive there. I also like the breakdown that they've got on here. Really, really nice. So it is, the big sacrifice money definitely has gone well. We're being well used. We've got Zen Crypto, like you jump in here. Look how quick that is. That's pretty good. Refresh rate. I like that. That's fast. Like if you go on some of the NFT marketplaces, some of them are reasonable, but some of them are a little bit sluggish there. And this one here, really, really fast. So look at that. All the Zen torrents here from Zen. So you got the DeFi ones. But yeah, really, really cool on this one. Now, the other thing, of course, you can explore. You can do drops, collections, auctions, and sales. There's lots of stuff there you can explore, you can create. Now, this is the cool thing. I guess you might see a lot of people create a lot of NFTs, and if you're an influencer, maybe you're like Randy Alaski, you could do something around this. You could do stuff like that and do a Randy collection or something, Randy Alaski collection. There's cool stuff like that people can do. You can probably see pop up. You got staking, of course. Once you've got sacrifice with Mintra, you'll be able to stake it and then share the fees, which is going to be kind of cool. The cool thing, of course, the advantage that they have, not only is the user interface amazing, but they have the advantage of having an influencer, front this, which is Gerardo, which that's going to be very important, right? Having an influencer be able to push your volume up, and so that's kind of cool. He's one of the top influencers, of course. Hasn't been streamed for about a year, but still is one of the bigger ones there. We've got obviously the burn as well, which is important for the tokenomics for Mint token. And of course, it's not live yet, remember, so don't buy anything that's not there. They will be doing that as well. You got the analytics as well. Very, very cool. And so looking really nice on this one. So I thought that was a really cool update. I retweeted that. And this is going to be NFT market number 5 out of 6. You know what the last one is, right? Power City, Pixel Park. That is the last one, right? Power City, the last one is going to be coming out. And of course, they are talking about having features that we haven't seen on any NFT marketplaces. However, I think they're probably going to launch with their bare basics because they're coming in last on the launch phase. But they have big influences as well. They have KDP and they have Just Ask Jesse, and even some of their devs are pretty pretty decent sized influencers on Twitter. So they have that holding them for them as well. So it could be a bit of a battle of the influencers and the NFT marketplaces. Now we also know that Pulse Market, right? Pulse Market also has a big influencer, and My Life is Awesome. So it's heating up there between the NFT marketplaces and the influencers, and it's all about, at the end of the day, what's it all about? Volume. You got to get volume on your platform, and of course we're looking forward to it. But having the option, if you're a NFT enthusiast or you like collecting NFTs, and that is a decently sized market, then you're going to have plenty of options to go to as well. And if you like the DeFi side of things, you can buy some of the tokens like Mint and stake that and earn some of the fees as well. Obviously, you can do that on NFT on Pulse. So really heating up on the old Mintra NFT market. As you guys know, we've been covering that quite strongly. The NFT market, the PRC20 tokens, the PRC 721 tokens, the 1155 tokens. These are the ones that we've been covering as well, because they need good coverage to help build up this part of the market. There's always use cases, right? Hopefully we'll get some celebrities as well. Maybe some of the people that are Hexkins that are like in the NFL or basketball or whatever they are, they can start doing their own NFT collections as well. Maybe they can NFT off their team or something. I don't know. But anything's possible in DeFi, right? So that's pretty much it. There is 6,155 followers on Mintra, so a pretty decent follower. And of course, they have got Gerardo. If you guys don't know Gerardo, let me pick up Gerardo's one. Gerardo here. Big influencer. He's also very big on the data side. Look into hex.com, been very useful site around liquidity pools and things like that. He's got 17,000 followers as well as his YouTube channel. So pretty cool. Looking forward to it, eh? Looking forward to it. So final one to come out after this, once this does launch, not launched yet, but it was coming soon from the looks of it, and excited. They did talk about potentially giving a week's notice, so we'll see whether they do that or not, or whether they just do a sudden launch. We'll find out. I do like delayed notification that a launch is coming. You can build up quite a lot of excitement in that lead up. I think that's a better way for marketing generally. Pretty cool. So talking about NFTs, Mintra, obviously we've talked about what is my favorite NFT collection in terms of visuals is Pulse Souls. We've got news from Pulse Soul founder here, GM Soul Family. Good morning, Soul Family. Update, our new website should be finished in less than a week. And of course, our next steps will be announced together with our website. Holding Pulse Souls NFTs will grant you an immense advantage in our next phase. So obviously, we're looking forward to this NFT collection growing. And it has been really the best balance between royalties, which is a pretty juicy 8% royalties. 2/3 go to the holders of these tokens, and now it looks like they're about to move into phase 2 with the website, and we'll see what this holds for the DeFi side of the holding of Pulse Souls. Not only is it fantastic fun art to hold, and definitely the #1 volume on Beatbox for a long time, it's going to be fun to see where this heads on the old Pulse Souls. So very exciting news about that too. I'll post a link to this tweet as well, and check that out. All right, let's get into the poll and add that up. We're going to wrap up the poll and see what the results are. And that is the link there if you're on Superman Crypto or Hex Token channel. Check it out. All right, let's finish the poll here on Hex Token. And bam, let's see how many votes we've got on this one. It's been a while since I've done a poll, actually. So, yep. What are you buying the most at the moment? RH tokens, 65%. RH tokens, smart people there, smart people. We got popular PRC20s, 11%. Yeah, definitely that is where the action is at the moment. We've seen some pretty amazing returns there. So not surprising. PDI, of course, Atropa, USDC, USD Tether, LIDO, Maker. I mean, they're all been pretty, had their day in the sun here. Meme coins, 11%. Yep, meme coins are doing well. And I think they're some of the better ones moving ahead, particularly with 9-inch decks. That is the big play. The 9-inch decks could pump all those meme coins. Shib, Pepe, Paul Pleb, Pulse Dodge. Where'd the ETH go? Who knows what other meme coins out there. Even some mainstream coins as well. So 11%, not bad. Project tokens, 11%. Yep, projects keep launching. And of course, you've seen my project list is very definitive on the Pulsechain projects, which is, you can see them here, lining up in all their glory. We're adding, as they launch, we're adding them to the list, and one by one, we're seeing their activity grow and them competing. So it's pretty cool. But definitely TYRH is dominating at the moment in the GameFi space. We've had a number of GameFi launches, including Pulse Strip, which has been pretty fun. Hocus Pocus, of course, with the witchcraft thing there, the cauldrons. So we've had lots of fun with some of these launches as well. And of course, we're looking forward to win-win launching. We're going to have some Zen protocols like Zen.game looks amazing. That's going to be launching too, no doubt, on Pulsechain. So we've got lots of GameFi coming ahead of us, as well as PulsePot as well, the world's first peer-to-peer decentralized crypto casino. Lots more in store on the old Pulsechain. And then, of course, we've got all the big DeFi protocols, Liquid Lines, Power City, and a PH Universe, particularly with Famous and the margin trading, the fork of GMX launching the two. So it's going to be fun times in Pulsechain, man. It really, really is cool. We've got all that stuff. And they're kind of holding back too. We're waiting for the Fetch Oracle to launch. That's kind of your trigger for these bigger protocols. And we're also going to have multi-sig as well. Pulsechain Safe is coming to Pulsechain too. So multi-sig is going to be there too. It's going to be used for utility. But Liquid Lines is bringing a lot more utilities. They've also expanding their strategic partnerships. They've got one new partnership, which is unknown at this stage, which looks pretty exciting. And we also know that Power City is doing a lot of that sort of expanding of utilities, infrastructure, and partnerships as well in Pulsechain. So there's going to be no shortage of innovations, of opportunities, of big value protocols coming to Pulsechain. And, after people, 6 weeks in crypto is a long time in crypto. So things are going to be able to start to pick up from there. All right, let's jump over to the poll results. That was it from the Hex token. Let's go to the poll on Superman Crypto. See what the results are there. Let's see what the results are. We got 60% RH tokens, 20% meme coins, 10% popular PRCs, and 10% project tokens. Pretty similar results actually, except for the PRC 20s. Definitely pretty strong on the old Superman Crypto. So big shout out there on Superman Crypto, and definitely smash the like there on Superman Crypto, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Now on Superman Crypto, I generally do more general crypto and DGN projects, so that's what I do on there. Think of it like Zen and things like that. And on Hex token, I obviously do mainly Pulsechain and Hex growth as well, because we're kind of documenting the growth of Pulsechain on this channel. It's kind of the daily news there, which is kind of cool. All right, so that is that. And of course, we're going to get into Hex Day stats at the moment. Hex.com is the wealth token, really. That's the way I look at it. The Richard Hart Golden Wealth token. And of course, we're going to look at that moment. Of course, you can pick up a lot of volume for quite cheap. So it's kind of cool. We've got day 1356, which is actually day 99 on Pulsechain. We're just starting at day 100, can't believe it. So yeah, look at that. It's ticked up 100. Can you see that? I'm going to zoom in on that there so you can see. We have just, it's disappeared. I can't zoom on it. It won't let me do that. All right, so yeah, you can see at the top here, we got day 100 is showing up there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So we've just started day 100. So we're doing day 99 though. And we've got the 19th of August on Pulsechain. So this is PX. We're just under 0.8 of a penny, down 1.2%. We've got the pay up per T-share is 6.74 Hex per T-share at the moment, which is pretty amazing. With the share rate at up 13.7 at 29,664. Now remember, this is going to spike up. The next big spike is going to be 22nd, 23rd of November, and it is going to be a big one. It's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than 9-inch. It's going to be up about 1,400 Hex is expected to jump. That is amazing. We're expected to jump into 31,400 or so on the T-share rate. That is based on Crispy Man's projections. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. In fact, let's pull it up just so you guys can see it visually. And that's not Hex Toys. We're not going to Hex Toys. As good as Hex Toys is, we're going to Hex Info, are we? I think it's Hex Info. No, we're not going to Hex Investment Trust. Where's it gone? Where's my Hexify? That's the one. Let's go to the right place. There's so many more things in there. There's so many hexes out there. You type in Hex and it gives you up 20 sites. But anyway, we had some new. Oh, this is all new. I haven't seen this. This is all new, but that's not where we're going. We're not going to look at this new stuff. Let's look at the share rate. That's what we're interested in. And bam, there it is. Look, we are tracking. This is the red. We're tracking in red. This is the T-share rate at the moment. And of course, we're up around the 29,000 mark and 42. And look, we're looking to track up all the way through the end of the year. But look at this jump. Oh my goodness. On the 21st, 22nd, 23rd here of 22nd and 23rd of November. The share rate's expected to jump dramatically from 30,581. Remember, we're at 29,000 at the moment, all the way up to close to 32,000. My goodness, that is like a 1,500 Hex jump there. That is non-trivial. That is a major jump. And of course, there we are. So just remember that. That so far this prediction's been pretty good. So that is it. So earlier pays better on Hex, bigger pays better, and of course longer pays better. And you can get all three of those at the moment, because if you get in now, you'll get it before the share rate jumps up. If you get bigger pays better, the price of Hex is relatively cheap at the moment, so you can get bigger pays better too, up to 10% bonus with 150 million Hex. And of course, a longer pays better is always available to you, 20% more T-shares per year, up to 200% for 10 years. So, you know, that's the way Hex works there. You just have to basically swap in your Hex, which gets burned, and you're swapping it for T-shares, which stands for trillions of shares. And of course, you want the more T-shares, the better. You're going to be able to mint more Hex in the future. So that's pretty much it. And you get more by going longer and bigger. So remember that, and getting in now, today, rather than tomorrow. All right, so that is the T-share there. Average mining length, 7.04 years. The APY there, 39.6%, which is not bad. The T-shares are down 5,000 on Pulsechain. And of course, we're at 9,865,000. Remember, Hex is really easy to understand. We have a reward pool and an ownership pool. The ownership pool has T-shares in it. If it goes, it gets bigger or smaller, then the Hex payout per T-share from the reward pool goes up or down. But essentially, we're expecting the Hex payout per T-share to go up and to the right, unless the Origin account does something, or the Sacrifice account does something with the Hex. So just remember that. It is kind of like the regulator and can regulate inflation that way. All right, let's jump over to the headline numbers here. We've got 9.45% of Hex is locked at the moment. And of course, we've got massive penalties on Pulsechain. The last 40 days or so has been pretty volatile. And we've got another 3.7 million Hex per T-share. Oh, sorry, 3.7 million penalties here on the Pulsechain side. The liquid holders are up 65 on Pulsechain. The miners is a headline number, is up 11 on the Pulsechain there for Hex. So we're up 123,933 miners on the old Pulsechain, and that's pretty much it on there. So that is the Hex on Pulsechain, or P-Hex as we like to call it. Now, E-Hex has been delayed. It comes out a bit later, so we're going to have to wait for that. I noticed that it hasn't come out the last 2 days, day 55 and 56. The data has not come out for E-Hex, so I'm not sure what's happening there. But that is, in any case, we're now on day 3957 on Ethereum, and we're on day 100. Can you believe it, for Pulsechain? Unbelievable. Day 100 for Pulsechain. My goodness. And what an opportunity for the retail book it has been to accumulate the RH tokens. It's amazing. And remember, Pulsex is already 1.77% burned already. It's insane. It's insane. And I know that Cave probably just trips out. He probably does this dance around his room or something. He's so excited about that, because, you know, I'm also excited about the buy and burn. I think it's amazing. And eventually it's going to have a bigger effect as we go on, particularly a year down the track. It's going to be quite interesting to see that play out, particularly with in a more bullish environment. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Accumulate while you can. That's the lesson of launches with chains. Yeah, there we are. That's Hex Daily Stats. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're up to 1 hour and 3 minutes on the live stream, so we're probably going to wrap up shortly. Let's leave it on the Pulsechain price. Oh no, let's go to one of the other charts. What's been performing well? Let's go to TYRH. It's breaking records here. TYRH is at 12.38, looking pretty good. What else there? We got Expedition says, I'm making 5,555 day stakes for my grandson. He's earning crazy Hex from last year, making more for him with a big stake ladder. He's going to retire at 20. I hope. Lol, says Expedition. Nice work there, by the way. Very, very cool. I don't know what Tambot's after, A1A. I haven't looked at that chart at all. I'd have to have more details than that to check it out. I hope single-side staking comes soon to Pulsex too. Yeah, so we've got all these big protocols coming in single-side staking. Looking forward to it on the old Pulsechain. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else there? I think that was it. Let's have a look here. Let's have a quick look at some of the others just quickly. Let's have a look at Zen there, which someone talked about X Bitcoin or Zen Bitcoin. Let's have a quick look at that. That's actually got really small liquidity, 10K, but you know, it's been doing pretty well the last couple of days. It's all moving a bit higher there, the old XBDC. But there is another one too, XPeppy. XPeppy is probably going to be airdrop something special. We'll have a look at that. It's only got small liquidity too on the old Pulsechain. This is the thing with the Zen on Pulsechain, the liquidity is still pretty small. There's a massive amount of minters too, compared to the Ethereum, which is really the main game for Zen. And that's where all the value is at the moment. But you never know. Things can turn around in a year's time, and these things can be dramatically more valuable. So we will see. We've got, there's the price there. Looks like it's almost on a breakout, actually. It might break out. Got a slightly higher low and teetering here on a potential move higher. We'll see. Only 6,300K. Very small retail play on that one. All right, that's a little bit about Zen. All right, where's Zen at the moment on the ETH side? ETH side there. Zen is at 607454. That is Zen there from Jack Levin. So that is just chilling down the bottom there. But interesting enough, it's pretty similar to the prices back in March with all the inflation. So that's pretty interesting. Obviously, coming up for Zen is going to be on the, what day is it? On the 8th of October, we're expecting the 1-year birthday party for Zen. And this is on the weekly chart, by the way. Those candles are weekly. So on the 8th of October, expecting the launch potentially of the 333-day burn. And of course, that's could be transformative. And also, we've got the Zen game coming, which is probably going to launch on Pulsechain too, because it's already one of the options there. And that's coming up as well. And it could be maybe, since DB Zen is the best burning protocol in Zen. And of course, the new Zen game may do specific amazing as well. The UI is incredible. The gamification is incredible. So we'll be looking forward to those two protocols. They could lift this Zen chart big time, both on Ethereum and on the old Pulsechain. So that's pretty much it. Where we're going to end up on here. Let's go to where we go, TYRH again. There we are. Let's end up on TYRH, making new highs. Well done to Jacob and his tokenomics. That's rocking it. That's rocking it. All right, bring it on. Bring it on. All right, let's play out some music on the way in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. An hour and 6 minutes, or hour and 7 minutes on the live stream. Not bad at all. And of course, let's play out some cool video here. I've got lots of Richard Hart stuff here at the moment in my library. So I posted a couple of videos on Richard Hart that I saw. So I hope you guys have been enjoying those short videos. Kind of cool. Kind of cool videos. Where are we going here? I'm going to play Tom Lee on the way out. We'll play Richard Hart. I'm going to play Tom Lee. I posted this video the other day, but you know, it's fun. So let's play out this. It's bullish, so we like bullish. When we're in a bear market, we like bullish. So let's play a bit of that. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys in Discord. Take care. Bye for now.
I always like hearing your price targets because you are so fearless. Where are you on Bitcoin by the end of next year, let's say?
Well, if the spot Bitcoin gets approved,
yeah,
I think the demand will be greater than the daily supply of Bitcoin. And so the clearing price, this is done by Sean Farrell, who's our crypto digital strategist, is over 150,000. It could even be like 180,000.
But that's only if the spot, only if the ETF gets approved.
Yeah, and
a
US,
big F.
a spot US, because
right.
a spot Bitcoin ETF is approved outside the US.
Okay, but if it's not approved, then are we just lingering around 29,000?
There's still upside counts because of the halvening next year. So you'll have a drop in supply again. So the clearing price has to increase, but it won't be 6 figures.